Hi everyone, this is John Doe, aka Frags with the DNB Academy, and welcome to another sound recreation video. This one, it's a really cool track. It's not the most recent one, but I love it, and I felt like this bass line could be a good exercise for all of you. So the track I'm talking about is Huaxi. I think that's how it's spelled, by Gest. Really love it. Really cool techie roller. So let's take a listen, and then we'll see what we've done with it. Right, so this is it. Now let's listen to this with the bass line that we recreated. Oh yeah, this is it, guys. Now that we know what we're dealing with, let's go back to Serum and do our thing. Right? Let's go. Right, so since these types of sounds are like super simple, we gonna do like the fundamentals to make this work, all right? There's not more or much more that we need besides that, all right? And you'll see that. And obviously this type of sound can be used in so many different types of songs, you know, that it's something that, it's a technique that all of you should memorize, all right? So let's go with it. First things first, let's set our initial and our first oscillator, all right? Which is gonna be a sine wave, okay? Gonna crank this down 3 octaves just according to the MIDI we placed down here, right? So this is just a blend sine wave, which we're gonna turn this random phase all the way down. Then we're gonna add a second one, which is also gonna be a basic shape and a sine wave. But we're gonna go here into the wavetable editor of both. We're gonna turn off this wavetable to FFT, this one, and on the second one, just gonna turn it on. We're gonna use just the third harmonic, right? This is the harmonic we're gonna use. We might come back to it a bit later because we need to crank this one down 2 octaves, all right? This is obviously not the harmonic we want, okay? So let's just tweak it, add it here. It's fine. So now we can just pretty much start shaping this to make this sound better, right? Let's create like a pattern that kind of represents the song. And if I got this, it's like an 8th note dotted pattern. So we're gonna assign this to the level of both of our, actually not of both of our oscillators, just this one, because this one's gonna be muted, right? We don't need it. This is kind of where we want to go, you know, type of shape. But now we're going to turn on our FM from B, and we're going to assign the shape here as well. Need to be kind of mild here. We don't want this to be like super harsh, all right? And then we got to turn on the filter, which is like MG low 12 can do the trick. Gonna assign these to both, even though we don't need it. And we're just gonna set this here, and we're gonna apply like a minimum value. Also the resonance, we're gonna wanna get this higher here, so we can pick up on those harmonics. We can crank up the volume here quite a bit. Awesome, awesome. So now let's turn our sub and send it directly out. So now we can have this like even lower low end. Turn the random phase down here as well. Let's look at the spectrum. So we got the full range, it's quite loud. We still have more room to it. Now let's just start applying some effects to it within Serum, all right? Let's go with the distortion first. We're gonna go mild with it, like usual. I tend to leave most of the distortion to later stages of the processing. Might end up coming back here just to tweak it. Sounding good, looking good. So let's apply a bit of chorus, just to get this like cool sense of stereo in it. Then we can apply the compressor, just to get these mids and lows to pop out even better. Just not be that aggressive. Actually not go all the way in with the compressor here. Right. Now let's just do some EQing at the end. So you might want to correct some of these harmonics. Sit somewhere around here. To make this a bit cleaner. All right. Just one last thing. Let's just add a bit of envelope here. Release on the main envelope so we avoid some of the clicks. And also turn the portamento and always on. Okay, cool. So I think that we're pretty much done here within Serum. Now let's do some processing outside of it. Once again, it's not much that we need here. Probably just gonna wave shape this, EQ it, and just polish it at the end because it's all it requires. Let's get our span open on this instance so you guys can see what's going on. So pretty much want to boost this a bit and create some extra harmonics there. We hear these little crackles. That's because of the OTT of the multiband compressor we added before on Serum. You can take that off if you want, but I feel like they add quite a nice thing to it, you know. Just to close this up, we're gonna apply a bit of reverb. It's always needed. Because you see these little things, like we can take them down, you know, but if we can avoid having them, it's better, you know. If we do something like this, it's pretty much gone, you know. Now let's just tame these down a bit, because we want our main harmonics to shine, not these ones. They need to be there, but not as much. And now, just for reference, if you want to turn this into something a bit different and add a bit more grit to it, you could apply your erosion at the end and just like add some of this top rattle to it. Or situate it on the mids, depending on your taste, and even automate it with an LFO just to make like different noises. But to match the original, I feel like this is more the way to go. Okay, let's just place the last effects here in case we really want to go like super deep on the harmonics and we want to take like all this thing is out. Just put this auto filter there. We need to be careful with the resonance. We don't want it to be slightly over the 0 because we already took care of that with the first filter on Serum. So we can just keep it like this. All right. Now let's see if this kind of matches our original track. All right. Let's take a listen, guys. All right. Let's see. Here. Oh yeah. So yeah, this is it, guys. One of the classic techie German bass lines that once again can be used in so many different genres, subgenres. So I feel like it's a really cool technique that you guys can take this as an exercise and practice to be able to make these regularly and proficiently. All right? I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace!
Hey guys, we're Gest and we're super excited to present to you our start to finish course with D&B Academy, where we'll give you an extensive insight into how we make our music.
The course will be a full 5 hours long and will cover every aspect of how we make a track from start to finish.
The topics we'll be covering will be creating drums, synth sound design, composition and arrangement, how we incorporate our analog hardware and modular synths, mixing and mastering. And of course, all the files from the course will be included.
We're super excited to bring this to you and hope you enjoy it. Head to dnbacademy.net or find the link from our bio.